Humans do not look especially terrifying. We have no claws, no armor, no venom, and no teeth built for tearing through hide. A person walking alone through a forest cannot outrun a deer, overpower a wild boar, or chase a bird into the sky. Yet the instant many animals detect us, the entire landscape seems to react. A squirrel locks its body still, then races into the branches. A flock erupts from the ground. A deer slips between the trees so quietly that you notice only the movement it left behind. Even wolves, bears, and large cats often prefer distance over confrontation. Why does a physically ordinary primate inspire such widespread caution? We shared the world with predators that could kill us easily. Still, today, countless species behave as though the arrival of a human means that something has gone wrong. The answer is larger than instinct. Animals are not merely reacting to one person. They are responding to a history, a pattern, and a survival system that humans have been building for hundreds of thousands of years. Researchers studying wildlife have repeatedly observed that animals alter their behavior when people appear. They stop feeding, they scan their surroundings more often. They abandon open ground, change travel routes, become active at different hours, or leave the area completely. Human voices alone have sometimes produced stronger responses than the sounds of familiar predators. Ecologists call this a landscape of fear, an environment in which animals organize their lives around the possibility of danger. Every creature must constantly estimate risk. Is this sound harmless? Is that movement worth investigating? Will staying here increase the chance of eating, or increase the chance of being eaten? Humans have rarely given wildlife a reason to answer those questions comfortably. But our ancestors were not always the source of fear. Long before humans dominated landscapes, early hominins were hunted themselves. They lived near giant cats, hyenas, crocodiles, raptors, and other predators. Fossils bearing bite marks suggest that our distant relatives sometimes became meals. For a long period, humans occupied an ordinary position in the food web. Then our bodies changed only modestly, but our behavior changed dramatically. Imagine a group of early humans crossing open grassland near sunset. They carry sharpened stones. Children remain close to adults. Every rustle could signal food, danger, or both. Survival depends on reading tracks, recognizing calls, remembering water sources, and knowing when to run. In that world, fear travels in every direction. Natural selection, therefore, rewards accurate fear, not endless panic. Too little caution can lead to death. Too much caution can lead to starvation. Most prey species develop responses to recurring threats. Gazelles react to lions because lions repeatedly catch gazelles. But humans eventually became a predator unlike any other. We could hunt in daylight or darkness. We could cooperate in groups larger than most predators. More importantly, we could improve a method, teach it, and preserve it. A successful trap did not disappear when its inventor died. The idea remained. Children inherited not just genes, but strategies refined by generations. That accumulation of knowledge changed the balance. People learned to follow tracks across hard ground, anticipate migration routes, drive animals toward cliffs, conceal themselves near water, build pits, shape projectiles, and surround prey from several directions. Over time, stone points became spears, throwing weapons, bows, nets, snares, and eventually firearms. Most predators must rely on bodies shaped through slow biological evolution. Humans began relying on culture, which could change within a lifetime. That made us unpredictable. A herd could adapt to one hunting technique, only for humans to invent another. Our danger did not come from muscle alone. It came from memory shared across generations. Animals also learn faster than evolution. A young deer does not need an ancient genetic fear of every human it sees. It can learn by watching. One member of a flock is captured, and the remaining birds become more cautious. One animal survives a chase, and its future behavior changes. Parents can influence offspring. Social groups can spread warnings. In many species, fear moved through observation, calls, scent, and experience. Humans learn danger in much the same way. We do not personally test every poisonous plant or touch every hot surface. We watch what happens to others. Wildlife can do this too. That is why the same species may behave boldly in one region and nervously in another. Where animals are hunted, they often flee sooner, travel less openly, and avoid people more carefully. In protected areas, they may tolerate closer contact. The animal is the same. The local memory is different. Some creatures have become remarkably precise in judging us. Crows, for example, can remember individual human faces as associated with danger and may respond to those people long afterward. Archaeology cannot reveal fear directly because emotions do not fossilize. What survives are bones, tools, cut marks, projectile points, and changes in animal populations. Together, these clues show humans becoming increasingly efficient hunters across Africa, Europe, Asia, and later other parts of the world. As people entered new environments, large animals often declined. Climate and ecological change also played major roles, but in many places human pressure appears to have contributed. Species that survived were often cautious, flexible, hard to approach, fast to reproduce, or capable of living near people without becoming easy targets. Fear itself became part of survival. Consider Ice Age hunters waiting beside a route used by migrating animals. The hunters know where the herd is likely to pass because others have watched the same movement for years. The animals know the landscape, but they may not understand the ambush. That imbalance is crucial. Prediction gives humans power before the chase begins. Now compare this with isolated islands where animals evolved without large land predators. Early visitors often described birds that nested on the ground, approached people, or showed almost no alarm. Their behavior was not foolish. In an environment without human hunters, constant fear would waste energy. Caution is useful only when danger exists. But once sailors, settlers, rats, pigs, dogs, and new hunting practices arrived, many island species declined quickly. The dodo is the best-known example. It evolved on Mauritius without the pressures that produced strong fear of terrestrial predators. Its disappearance shows that fear is not a universal setting inside every animal. Fear is an adaptation shaped by experience and history. When the lesson arrives too late, cost can be extinction. Cities appear to contradict this idea. Pigeons walk around shoes. Squirrels accept food from strangers. Foxes cross neighborhoods at night. Yet urban animals are not necessarily fearless. They are making a different calculation. Cities contain traffic, glass, noise, pollution, pets, and crowds, but they also offer food, warmth, shelter, and fewer large predators. Most people do not hunt every pigeon they pass. Garbage appears on schedules, parks are maintained, streetlights create reliable patterns. Animals that succeed in cities learn which humans are dangerous, which can be ignored, and which may provide food. The underlying system remains the same, only the variables have changed. Entire populations now adapt to rush hour traffic, lawn mowing, delivery routes, garbage collection, and weekend crowds. Human civilization has become an environmental force that shapes animal behavior in real time. This is why scientists sometimes describe humans as super predators. We do more than kill prey. We change when animals feed, where they breed, how far they migrate, and whether they move by day or night. The expectation of human presence can transform an ecosystem even when no shot is fired. Fear spreads through food webs. If deer avoid a meadow, plants grow differently. If predators move away from roads, prey may gather there. If birds abandon nesting areas, insects and seeds may be affected. A sound, scent, vehicle, trail, or distant voice can influence a chain of decisions across many species. Picture a deer stepping into a clearing at dawn. The air appears calm, no wolf is visible, no bear is nearby, then a car door closes far away. The deer raises its head, waits, and returns to the trees. It has made a rapid survival judgment shaped by personal experience, social learning, evolution, and the long history of contact between wildlife and people. The animal is not evaluating you as an individual. It is responding to what humans have represented. Coordinated hunters, toolmakers, landscape changers, and a species capable of adapting faster than most animals can genetically respond. So why are animals afraid of humans? Because humans became more than another predator. We turned knowledge into a weapon, passed it forward, and carried it into nearly every habitat on Earth. What looks like a simple moment, a bird taking flight or a deer disappearing, contains generations of information compressed into seconds. It contains memory, observation, inherited caution, and repeated survival. Wildlife is not merely running from a person, it is navigating one of the oldest and most powerful relationships in nature. And once we recognize that, another question appears. How many other invisible systems are guiding behavior around us simply because they have existed for so long that they now feel completely normal?